Hey, it's rmbulbasaurlover, and I'm here to do this video because there was just this new overview trailer released in Japan that I watched, and it put some stuff in there that I was curious about. And I'm using all this information. I'm able to compile together what I think the first badge journey will be like, and that's what most of this video is. And the rest of it is the 20th Pokemon. So the first thing is choosing your character. So of course you start with choosing male or female. Then goes up, and then you go oh yeah, and then I think it just kind of zooms out like that and goes into there. So let's slow that down a bit. Male or female? Do you want white with blonde, white with black, or black with black? And then it pans up, and then you go oh yeah, time to start my Pokemon adventure! Yeah! And then I think the camera just kind of does that thing, saying you start your adventure because you were looking in a mirror! And then you walk out of your house, and there's Shauna and Serena or Callum there to meet you. I'll refer to her as Serena this whole time since I'm going to be the male trainer, and I think they're hey, I'm your neighbors. You're my friend now. Come meet us at this certain place. And then, stupid cat. And then you're what place do I go? And then you, yeah, that's my impression of what I'm going to be doing. And then you go down, and this is the area because you can kind of see the pillars of your house up top there. And I'm not sure. I'm pretty sure this is kind of in or Vanderbilt town somewhere. Oh yeah, this is all in Vanderbilt town. The meeting place thing. Looks like only Shauna and Serena are there initially. I'm sorry if you hear something. My cat is scratching the computer and it's probably making noises. So Trevor and Tierno probably come up later. And I'm sorry for that little thing. I was having problems cutting this. But, and I had to slow it down so you can see it more. See, and then Trevor and Tierno come, and he's hello there, I'm gonna talk like this because I'm the opposite gender of you. This is a meeting place, Xavier. Yeah, because that's probably, I wish this game would have voice acting, that'd be awesome. Hello, I'm Serena, nice to meet you. But, and then, I think you're gonna be getting your nickname from, Serena, or no, she's Shauna. Shauna next, and then she's okay, X-Meister fits you perfectly. And then Trevor and Tierno were there, and then Trevor's gonna be that high-tech Pokedex I gave you is a high-tech device that automatically records the information on Pokemon you've caught. And then the moment begins. You get to choose between Chespin, Fennekin, and Froakie. Chespin, the shelled chestnut Pokemon. The grass type, Froakie, the bubble frog Pokemon, the water type, or Fennekin, I think the fox Pokemon, the fire type with flaming ears. And then finally you get to leave Vanderbilt town into Route 1. And Route 1 is probably just some short thing, and then you're going with some, a couple patches of grass like Route 1 usually is. Maybe hey, I own the Pokemon. And then you'll go to Route 2, which I think is around that castle area. And this is where you're going to have your first battle. And this is what the text box reads. If y'all don't mind, I'd like to have a Pokemon battle with everyone. Okay, let's battle. Here's how the voice acting should work. The important characters your friends and the gym leaders and Elite Four and stuff should have voice acting, while the others just have text boxes. And then I think on the other side of that building is where you come off this into a bigger Route 2, your real Route 2. And I think at the end of Route 2 is this youngster here who has this blue jacket on. And I think it's a youngster because it has a youngster joining text with when two trainers' eyes meet, a Pokemon battle must begin. And in the background you can see a forest entrance, I think. And that forest entrance leads to the Santaloon Forest, which is here, where all your friends are there, and I think this is kind of that challenge where, and I think these friends are all over you at the beginning, like Bianca and Sharon, but this is let's see who can catch the most Pokemon. And I think this text here says something I'm going to follow you, Xavier. and they all just run off saying like, hey, let's see who can catch the most Pokemon. But you get to move with them because this is the power of 3DS thing. I think this is why the text box says that, because this thing, she's following you in a forest. And I think it's this early because the youngster's still there, the youngster outfit there. And I think that because youngsters are kind of like early on. And then at the end of there, you'll be in Route 3 here. And I think this is where your friends kind of split up and stop being all over you, because it's like, so what are you all going to do? Because they're not going to be there anymore. And so they all go by. In Route 3, you'll notice in this picture in the background, there behind Sean's head there's a big tree. And this next one's probably from the first trailer where it was kind of still in beta. But that tree's not there no more. But you can see Santaloon City in the background. Yeah. And then you enter Santaloon City, which of course there's this fountain, the cafe area where you can sit down, chat with some people. Maybe the sit down's kind of replacing a Pokemart, because you really haven't seen one like in Skyward Sword when you sit down where it fills your health. Maybe this is what the seats are everywhere. That's why they're so cool or fancy and stuff. Then I think you get your roller skates either before or after the gym paddling. I think this is before, just because of the way it is. Because of the next thing when you walk into this thing. I think this girl's like, you walk up to the gym and then she's like, well, hey, stranger. And then she rollerblades up there and it's like, woo. And now you're entering the gym, which is a bug-type gym leader. And I like the gym leader's female because Bugsy's male, Bird's male. And now it's cool to have a female one. And after traversing this maze, you're going to be ending up at Viola, which of course, because I've been doing this, I'm going to give her awful voice acting for this. And so it's here, and it's going to be like that determined expression, that glint in your eye that says you're up to the challenge. Are you ready now? Let's battle! And then she like takes a picture of you and it goes like, versus Viola. I'm sorry if you can hear that pen click in the background. I'm just doing something. And then it's once again all versus Viola. With all the, wait, that background has the gym symbol multiplied so many times. It's the Kalos symbol. So now, this is the section of the map of Kalos that I got to show all these places I'm talking about. So Vanderbilt Town's obviously that corner there. You saw that thing with the triangle areas and the house and stuff. Then there's Route 1, and I think Route 2 is over by that castle like I'm pointing to. And that youngster's there because it goes into the Santaloon Forest, which is right above that Route 2. Then you go to Route 3, which will lead you to Santaloon City. So that's how I think the first part of this game is going to be playing out, which I think is a pretty good guess. Like, I don't know, but yeah. So Vanderbilt Route 1, Route 2, Santaloon, Route 3, Santaloon. That's how it's gonna play out. And now it's time for the 20th 5th Gen Pokemon announcement. So this is that clip from the thing. There's been 20 revealed Pokemon, even though Mewtwo's not a revealed Pokemon because it's just another form. Sorry. So this Pokemon is, in America, is Hone Edge, I think. And it's a Steel Ghost type Pokemon that's 2 inches, 2 feet tall, and weighs like 4 pounds or something. And it can know the move Sword Dance, which raises his attack power, of course. Now, I'm going to read the official description. This is it using Sword Dance. Lots of swords on screen there, huh? From the official Pokemon website. It's creepy. Hone Edge comes into being when its departing spirit inhabits a sword that once belonged to humans. So the creature inhabits a sword that belonged to humans. It uses that blue cloth attached to its hilt as nimbly as an arm. And it doesn't say this on the website, but I've read it somewhere how it unsheathes itself. That's why the left picture has it unsheathed while the normal one has it on there. And that blue spot above its eyes, I'm pretty sure that's like its eye. Or that blue spot above the face looking thing, I'm pretty sure that's an eye, because that's the only way it can look out after taking the sheaths off. But And see, and then, so the rest of the description. If you were to carelessly take this blade in hand, you may find that blue cloth wrapping around you, draining energy from your body. Now that's creepy. There's a lot of creepy things in Pokemon. I mean, being in a Pokemon graveyard and then the next thing having the graveyard disappear for a radio tower. And then there's other creepy things like see, so there's first gen and second gen. Third gen's creepy thing is probably the mountain there, just people being possessed by ghosts battling you, mediums, or something like that. And then Gen 4 is creepy. There really isn't anything. Gen 5 doesn't have anything either. Well, just the end thing, the opening sequence in Gen 5, black and white. So yeah, that's it for now. I'll see you next time in my video when I'm hopefully going to be announcing some more Pokemon, more about X and Y. I hope you enjoy, and see you later.